Alright, welcome back to another video, and this is a video that I think it's been coming for a while, and I think now is as good a time as any to talk about it and to get out there. So the purpose of this is, as you probably guessed from the title, is that I am stepping away from league racing indefinitely going forward. So I'm just going to give a brief kind of why it's happening and why it's happening now and all that kind of stuff. So I think the biggest thing when looking at this, because I've really enjoyed my time league racing. It's been really good. But I think that the thing for me is that when I started league racing, it's all about kind of changed circumstances. So when I started league racing, I've been doing this 3 years now, and going back, obviously starting on F1 2016, and I've been obviously active on well, not active, I've been involved in F1 2019, obviously 17 and 18 in between. And when I first started league racing, I didn't really have a job, so to speak. I did have one job, but I wasn't kind of tied down, to more responsibilities and such. And I got a second job, obviously, since I started league racing. But it basically means between kind of doing more work and trying to be a bit more, intentional about, being a good employee. And what that means is, I have to set aside more time to be better at what it is I do, and that takes time away from, from some stuff. So the other part of it is that I am involved in various other bits and bobs outside of work. I have friends to see. It's a good complaint, but I lead a kind of quite a busy life, and that's great. But it just means that there are some things that that sometimes I want to do that I just can't do, and I feel now more than ever that league racing is something that I just can't really attribute time to. I had initially taken a step back from league racing at the end of F1 2018, and there's a few reasons for that as well, because again this time thing kind of all came into it. But part of it was, I wasn't enjoying league racing, because the thing for me, when you no longer feel that kind of nervousness to start a race, no matter how many races you've done, if you lose that, then I think that's when things stop. I still had that, to start league races to the end of F1 2018, but I found myself, especially because for F1 2018, I was kind of in the higher divisions, kind of above what I would probably be suited for on a regular kind of thing. So it means that yes, I was picking up some good results, especially, and we're kind of more alluding to Division 1 with TMC. This is near the end of last F1 2018 season, is that I was basically just on my own a lot for races, and it wasn't really, yes, you might pick up a few points, it wasn't really enjoyable knowing that I wasn't going to be really fighting anyone in that race, and not even my teammate either, because we're in Division 1 and points are scarce. We want to try and pick up the pieces, and my teammate in Division 1, majority of Division 1 last year was Sway, and I think we were pretty evenly paced. He might have been a little bit quicker, but it was close. It kind of went one way or another sometimes, and we weren't going to be fighting each other because we needed the points, and we couldn't afford any incident between us. And we were the one person, or I wasn't really fighting. One person I was close to, I wasn't really fighting, so that kind of made it tough. But I got an opportunity in F1 2019 to kind of in Division 3 to in TMC Division 3 to kind of really race. I got a real good sense of some closeness and competitiveness, as you turned up each week league race and you weren't really sure kind of out of Caesar or myself or Ali or CVG. There's a bunch of guys that were right there, and it was going to be close. I always knew going into a race with those guys that it was going to be close, and I really enjoyed that. But I think I did one race in Division 1 for this new season TMC in Australia, and I just kind of got the reminder again kind of what that was in F1 2018, that spending your time away from everyone else, and it's if I'm not really racing close, then then it's tough to go out there and race for a 50% race when you're going to be mostly on your own. That's difficult. But it just that, so that's not the main reason, but that's just adding to some of the other reasons. That it's the biggest thing for me is time. And what amazes me kind of is that some people's circumstances haven't really changed from a few years back to what they are now, and so You know, their lives are mostly similar, whether it be in college or whatever. But for me, things have changed. Not, and again, this is all in a good way. Like I enjoy what I do, but it just means I can't really afford to give that time to league racing. And I guess the biggest thing is that it's time to practice, because let's be honest, that's where you're spending the majority of your time. Really, the league racing aspect is not like everyone can set aside, you know, a Friday at 8 o'clock sometimes. You know, pretty much that's not the difficult part. The difficult part is being competitive and getting up to speed. And if you're not putting in the practice, then you know you're going to be nowhere. And if you're nowhere, then it's no fun, etc., etc. So it just kind of, it's all one big snowball, and it kind of goes from there. But the bottom line for me is that I no longer have that time to do league racing anymore. However, I'm going to leave the door open with this. I'll probably be taking the kind of Fernando Alonso kind of route with this. Is that I do this with the intention of, you know, that this is probably it for me and league racing. But if F1 2020 is good, I mean like really good, like we get great racing, it's fun, you know, and maybe my circumstances might change, who knows. You know, I'm open to coming back, but I am treating this that this is it for me in league racing. It's been great to look back on, it's been great to do it, I've had a lot of fun. But I think if just the time of my life now, I think it's time to close that chapter, so to speak, and you know, keep going. By the way, I've no idea if what you're watching in the background is even F1. You know, I'll see if I have any spare footage of F1, you know, knocking about. Otherwise, you might be watching Star Wars randomly, because that's what I've been playing whenever I've been on my PlayStation of late, and I've been having a ton of fun with that. But if so, I apologize for that if there's no actual F1 content to go over with the F1 announcement, so to speak. So, but you know, as much as this is a goodbye for me with league racing, it's not and I'm not leaving you empty-handed. The idea, and I don't know how this is going to go, is that I have lined up 3 montages for each game. Kind of the best moments I've had, the most kind of the standout moments for me, kind of important moments for me in league racing, because and put some music over it. Now, whether we get the copyright music up on or not, we'll see. I'm going to attempt to, you know, put these as unlisted, and we'll see how we go. So they'll be in the description, so you could just kind of see. So they'll be unlisted, so they won't be public, just because I have a feeling because I want to use the music I wanted to use, and obviously I'm not, you know, royalty-free music is, let's be honest, shite, for lack of a better term. So I'll go through the various avenues and see if they can stay, but that's the idea. So if it doesn't pull off, my apologies. That's I spent a lot of time trying to get that up, but basically it's F1 2016-17 amalgamated into one, F1 2018, and the one brilliant fun season I had in F1 2019 as well. So that's the idea. Whether that happens or not will remain to be seen. But plus I have a couple of other ideas for some montage stuff as well, so that could be coming later down the line. So I guess that's really it. It's just been great, you know. I didn't race in a ton of leagues. You know, I raced in DNS, FPS, and TMC. I think are the only leagues I really race in. So thank you to the various owners of that. I know I was involved a little bit more in DNS myself. It was my first league. So but yeah, to everyone, I got to race in all those leagues. It's been a blast. It's been fun racing some people, not so fun racing some other people. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun, but it just feels that this is the right time to move away. Especially, you know, I had to take a break recently again, and it just feels like this time. I think it's the right time, and yeah, I'm at peace with it. And yeah, it's just been fun, and thankfully that's the, you know, I'll get the montages up hopefully, and that's been the beauty of kind of documenting all those races all along. It wasn't I didn't want subscribers, I didn't want any of that. I just wanted to chronicle my various league racing escapades, and you know, have a record of it to look back one day when, you know, I eventually finish it all, and I you know, I reach a point in my life where I can't do it anymore, and this looks like it could be that. So I have all of those, and you know, I did the commentaries over them to add the context of what the thinking was in the moment and all of that stuff. So all that stuff is there. I've organised it into playlists that will hopefully be public by now. They were unlisted, but there's a lot of them, to be fair. So I did a lot of races over these few games. But look, I don't want to ramble on. It's already been 10 minutes, and this is long enough as it is. So, anyways, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, until next time.